Week 6, 2025. Got 4 lessons because this week had many very, very important lessons. And the first one is the easiest way to solve problems. So, I watched a video where they introduced inversion thinking again, and I was like, yeah, this is so helpful, and I've been using that, and it works. It's just the best. Nothing I want. For example, if you want to become an athlete, how do you use this technique? Is that you think, okay, how could I absolutely avoid becoming an athlete? What do I have to do to not ever become an athlete? Injure myself, eat a lot of chips, not sleep well, get overweight, all these things. What you can do that will make sure that you never become an athlete. You list all those things and then you check one by one what is the way that you can do the opposite of that. So how could you avoid becoming overweight? How could you avoid becoming getting injured? I mean, so why it works? It's just so much more easier for our brain to think about threats because our brain is designed to keep us alive, not to make us go to the moon, sort of. It's just kept made to keep us alive, get offspring. The offspring is secondary. Because if we are not alive, we'll never get offspring. Anyways, so that makes it easy for the brain to think about threats. So the lesson is, if you can just avoid the things that definitely will not get what you want, get you what you want, and not do those things, it's more likely that you will get what you want. The steps are choose what you want, think creatively, all the possible ways to avoid that you will never get that, and then make a list of that, look through the list one by one, and then think ways how could you avoid that thing from happening the best way possible, and then you just execute those things on how to make that thing happen, how to not do those things that will not make you happen, make you do it. And then the second one is quantity creates luck. This has been something that is not so easy for me to understand, but I think I got it now. And like, how does it work that some people just seem so much lucky and they just seem to get what they want? How does it work? It's mostly about probability. It also works negatively. So it's very probable that you will get negative results if you do negative things. And so, for example, if you make one sales call, what is the probability that you will close a sale? It can't be anything. But what if you made 100 sales calls with the same circumstances as the one sales call to all those 100 people were qualified candidates also? What is the probability? It's around 100 times more. So it's around 100 times more that you will close the sale. That's how probability works. So why it works? Understanding probability and then working with that will create perceived luck. It's not really luck, it's just probability. It's just law of the universe. Because the likelihood of you getting what you want will increase every single time you do the right thing. Or if you even do the half the right thing, your ability to learn from the wrong things becomes much more easier. So, lesson is understand that quantity increases probability, and increasing quality over time alongside the quantity. With a lot of quantity, you will become lucky. And so first comes the quantity, because quantity, without quantity you cannot increase the quality. So quality is secondary, and then you just become lucky. Steps are: focus on quantity, gather data about the probability, what works and what doesn't, and improve the quality with the data that you've gathered, and keep the quantity up. So you gather data, more data, and then calculate probabilities later, and the approximities getting what you want, and then make a decision how much you do it, how often, how you do the thing to achieve your goals. Moving to the third lesson from this week is about negative visualization, the power of negative visualization for resilience. I watched a video where this technique was taught and explained very well, and it's about building internal strength. So let's imagine that you start a business and that business fails, and miserably, and you're so embarrassed. So then you stop yourself and you think, what if this thing happened 1,000 times? How would I fail? Take your time to imagine yourself doing it 1,000 times, getting so embarrassed. How do you feel? You feel not much, because this habituation, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that word. Habituation. Emotional desensit. Oh my god. Fine. Why does it happen? The older you get, less excited life feels. The older you get, faster the years run. And the more you do something, the less significant the next rep is. For you, that's how it feels. And this is because of the habituation. Lesson is, if you failed 1,000 times, that will make you try one more time, because the next try is fine. It's not that like, yeah, I already failed 1,000 times, so why not to try one more time? Steps to improve. If something bad happens to you, stop yourself for a second and imagine yourself that this thing happens 1,000 times. How do you feel? Then create the state of habituation to continue doing that thing that matters, and like not to let that small thing that is now small because it happened 1,000 times bother you. And then last one is just do it. One day after I came back to my place, I was like, yeah, I have to exercise. And then I noticed my brain is like, oh, you have to go. I have to drink some water. I'm thirsty. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, what's the program said? I need to know what we have to do. And this is a common pattern I notice in myself. And I was like, no, we don't have to do that. We just have to exercise. And then I just started exercising. And I finished my exercise. I've for weeks, maybe months, I never felt like it was so easy to do the exercise, because I didn't give energy for those distracting thoughts. And I think I saved like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or even 15 minutes because of that. I just started doing it. And why is that? Your brain's goal is to save energy. And if it knows that doing something will not help you to save energy or increase your likelihood of survival, like in the first order thinking, it will distract you. It will try to make you not do that thing to save the energy. Lesson is, stop thinking that you have to do something and start doing what you have to do. Steps. When you know that you have to do, when you know what you have to do, start doing it. When you have thoughts that I have to go to the bathroom, I have to check messages, I need to check my notebook, to start doing the thing. And if those are not really contributing to the thing being done, then don't do it. Then this is like, start doing it, and just do the first thing, and then do the second, and start doing the thing that matters.